Hi, my name is Elaine Johnson. Thanks for joining us. I'm Permaculture Specialist with the Adrian Dominican sisters, and today I'll be talking about a few of the reasons why we absolutely love perennials and why they're emphasized in permanent culture or permaculture. So one reason you can see in the winter, even though trees are dormant, they're actually still performing photosynthesis. So if we're looking at the living layer just under the bark here, and we see green, that's because there's chlorophyll in there, which is, you can think of it as the photosynthesis molecule. If you think of green leaves, green grass. So if you look around at all the trees, and for us here in the winter, they don't have their leaves, but are still performing photosynthesis, that means that they're still taking carbon from the atmosphere and putting it back into the soil. So when we talk about reducing our carbon impact or carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, perennials, so trees, are actually going to be doing this for us all winter versus annuals, where if we just plant them and then yank them out or they die by the time winter gets here, there's really no photosynthesis happening there. Or if they're covered by snow, that's going to inhibit the light from photosynthesis. Another reason is their roots are in the ground all year round, so they're actually able to capture nutrients with the spring melts, so it's not all just washed out of the soil. So if we had a field or an area of land that didn't have any living permanent roots in it, as soon as all the snow melts and we get these really heavy rains that we've been having, even flooding, there would be no roots to hold the soil together to attract those minerals and those nutrients. So we just lost a ton of nutrients. And when those living roots are there and you have a permanent or perennial plant, you're able to accumulate more nutrients. So you could say they're even more nutrient dense than annuals. And then another reason is they're feeding the soil for us. So that kind of piggybacks on the ability of those permanent roots to hold on to the nutrients. So perennials, if everything goes well, you only have to plant them once, which is awesome because work is kind of, the bane of a gardener's existence. So the really cool thing with perennials is if you take good care of them, or if you plant a bunch of them, you only have to plant them once, and you don't have to disturb the soil every time you go out there and kind of start from square one. So we're having photosynthesis happening, which is pulling carbon out of the atmosphere, storing it in the soil, feeding the soil, which is making healthier plants. We have roots in the ground, which are keeping the nutrients from washing away and erosion from happening. And we have less work. So what's not to love about perennials?